What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at part 15 of my Jakks Pacific wrestling figure collection. Starting off with the 17-time champ, John Cena. Such an awesome John Cena figure. This is one I've always wanted. They actually just released this in a Mattel version. And yeah, it's one of those Jakks figures I've always wanted. The Chain Gang shorts, the Chain Gang jersey. Says Cena on the back. It's got the Chain Gang wristbands, and the word life knuckles there. Very awesome John Cena. I'm also a very big fan of this head sculpt they have for him. I just think it's their best one. All the screaming ones are nice, but if you don't want him screaming constantly all the time. It does have a hat too. Looks better backwards, I guess, than frontwards. But yeah, pretty nice John Cena. Start off part 15. We'll put him on the top shelf. Coming up next, one member of the Four Horsemen. We got Dean Malenko. Very cool, Dean Malenko. He actually comes with a Four Horsemen hand. I think they only did that for the Four Horsemen, obviously. But yeah, very cool. You can have him doing the four. Very, very cool. Unfortunately, I don't have any other figures with this shirt, so I do have to go back. I think there's a Lex Luger, Barry Windham, maybe an Arn Anderson or Ric Flair. Don't remember exactly who it was, but yeah. So I want to definitely complete the Four Horsemen. So hopefully I can get those in the future. But there is Dean Malenko. Very nice looking figure. Put him up top. Next figure. Actually, we'll bring them both out because they're a tag team. Jake and Jesse. Now, honestly, I don't even remember who these guys are. Like, I have like the slightest memory of them on SmackDown, but I could be thinking of the Bashams. I don't know. But just two very generic-looking twin brother guys. Don't really know too much else about them. They look like a bunch of Goldberg's wannabe guys, I guess. They almost have the exact same look as Goldberg. The MMA gloves, the black, the goatee, like they are basically Goldberg. But yeah, I don't know which one's Jake, which one's Jesse. I did have one of them before, but I did end up picking both of these up just because they were in better shape and I didn't know which one I was missing. So there is Jake and Jesse. It's crazy that they got figures, but like someone like Rodney Mack never got a figure. Like, that just drives me nuts. Coming up next, Jakks Classic Superstar. Is it Basham Booger or Bastion Booger? Maybe it's Bastion Booger. Another guy that I think only made a few appearances in the early 90s, and he got a figure as well. Does have a slight stain right there in his leg, unfortunately. Might be able to get rid of that with a magic eraser or something. But yeah, another guy that I don't really know too much about. I just know he was in the very early 90s when they were doing all those crazy gimmicks. But not a bad figure, I guess. I've seen pictures of him, or did I watch a video of him online? I'm not even sure. He might have been on Dark Side of the Ring. Something's coming to my memory about Bastion Booger here. Like recently watched a video with him in it or something. Maybe it was just a YouTube video, I don't know. But there he is, Bastion Booger. Really random looking guy. Coming up next, we got Evan Bourne. Very cool. Matt Sydal, I guess his name is. We do have him in the collection. This is just a different attire for him. I think we have him in the blue. So now we got him in the white. Another guy I don't know too much about. I just remember him mostly from AEW. And him doing like, what was it, 540 splash or like a shooting star press. And he just landed right on his face on like his debut. Kind of like ruined his momentum a bit. But he is pretty cool. I like his high flying moves and stuff. Very athletic dude. But there is Matt Sydal. Very decent. Coming up next, we got a Titantron Undertaker. This one's kind of similar to a lot we've seen before, just with a different jacket and maybe a different head sculpt. But I really like the spray pattern on this jacket, on this denim jacket. Like, that looks really nice. Mattel released a Razor Ramon Monday Night Wars that looked really cool, but the denim just looked off. I don't know, the denim didn't look right on that figure, but this one, like, wow, 20 something years ago they aced it. So yeah, very cool. Actually, it was probably 25 years ago or so, but very nice paint job on the vest there. This is another Undertaker you can use for when he came back in 2000. It was just a complete badass, awesome Titantron Undertaker there. Always down with the Undertakers, especially around that era. Coming up next, we got this guy. Another one I don't know the name of, just was in the lot, and yeah, I think he came with a cowboy hat, but I do not know this guy's name, so if you guys know who it is, shout it in the comments. I could have looked it up, but I don't know, I forgot, or I did, and I just still don't remember, but there he is. He comes with a whip, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, this guy. Coming up next, we got SmackDown's #1 announcer, Funaki. This is an awesome looking Funaki here. We just saw him in a previous, I think it was 2 videos ago. We had him in the jeans, in the shirt, the interview look. This is more of his wrestling look. Very cool figure. We do have one in white, very similar to this, but that one is kind of beat up, and he has kind of a stain on his nose, probably from being smudged up against someone with a, I don't know, a shirt or something. Who knows how that happens, but very happy to add a very near mint. There's a little scuff on his tights there, so it's almost mint, but mint enough for me. Yeah, very cool Funaki. Very happy to add this one to the collection. Didn't think I'd have 2 new Funakis, honestly. Coming up next, we have the Briscoes, I believe. One of them is Mark. One of them might be Jack. Is it Jack and Mark? I'm not too sure. I just know one of them for sure is Mark. One of the Stooges in the Attitude Era. I want to say it's this one. This one looks more like Mark Briscoe. I hope I'm not getting their names screwed up and thinking of the Briscoes that wrestle today. I actually don't even know if they're related to these guys or what, but yeah, just one of those old pioneer legendary tag team guys from the 70s, I guess it would have been. But yeah, very cool. Very plain Jane, but you know what? They're I think you got to have these in the classic collection because they were pioneers of the business, right? So one of them has knee pads, one of them doesn't. And yeah, one of them's got chest hair, nice painted chest hair on there. But yeah, there they are, the Briscoes. Coming up next, we got Ron Simmons. Very cool figure. This is obviously before he was Farouk, and I think he might have won the world champion, WCW world champion, or the AWA world champion, first African American champion. Very cool. I like that it has the RS on the boots there, and yeah, very happy to add this version of Ron Simmons to the collection. Didn't think Jakks made a version like this, but I guess they did. Great likeness on him. I like the stash. But yeah, there's Ron Simmons. Very cool. Top shelf. Damn. Coming up next, we got Colonel Mustafa, aka the Sheik. Another decent figure, I would say. He's a little too tall. Obviously, the legs are a bit too tall. But other than that, it's pretty cool. Headdress is really nice. And it's basically just the old Iron Sheik heads thrown on this body, right? But he does have those boots. Very nice boots. And we do have his tag team partner here, the Sarge, when he turned bad. I probably do have his hat somewhere. I probably should have looked for it, but there is Sarge and Mustafa. Even Sarge has those boots. I never noticed that. Wow, that's cool. Yeah. Another era of wrestling I'm not too familiar with, but very cool to have. Top shelf for them. Coming up next, we got one that we've seen before in the collection, but not as in good shape as this version. I think it was part 8 or 7. I think we got a Razor Ramon finally, but he had no elbow pads or no knee pads, and he was a little scuffed up, and his vest was in horrible shape. This one's in way better shape. He did have the little bit of that Jakks sticky disease on the vest there, but just use some packing tape to get rid of that. Doesn't make it as bad. The chain is very oversized, a little ridiculous, but it looks kind of cool and funny, so I'm leaving it on. But yeah, it's a very nice razor. I'm happy to finally add a mint one to the collection. We do have another version, I think, that's black and gold. That came in a 2-pack with Sean. I think it was Sean. But the one in purple is so iconic, right? So yeah, so now I don't know what I'm going to do with my other one that I have. I might turn that into like a Scott Hall custom, maybe. Throw some pants and an NWO shirt on it. Who knows? But the boots are still purple, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the other one. But happy to add Razor Ramon mint condition to the collection. Rest in peace, the bad guy. Coming up next, we got the Warlord, I believe. Another guy I'm not too familiar with. I just know that he tagged with Barbarian. I think it was Barbarian. Maybe it wasn't. No, I think he did, yeah. And I believe he also tagged with, what's it called? Hawk from LOD. So, yeah, just another guy I need to kind of learn a little bit about. Don't really know too much about him. Another guy from, I think, the early 90s, late 80s maybe. But, yeah, decent looking figure. I like the face paint on him. The hairstyle's pretty crazy. So, yeah, there is the Warlord. Very cool. I hope I'm getting that right. I think that's the Warlord. I could be wrong here. So, some guys I just don't know. Coming up next, we got Billy Kidman. This is, I want to say, like, heel Billy Kidman. Because I remember him being kind of a heel when he had short hair like this. This figure, I believe, came with Paul London. We've seen him in the last video or the video before. But, yeah, very nice Billy Kidman there. Kind of looks like him. He's making a really weird face, so it doesn't really look like Billy Kidman to me. It does in certain angles. But, yeah, very decent figure. Almost, I feel like this figure and the Paul London are exactly the same. Like the same trunk, same body, just different head, different paint. So, very interesting. I think this is my third Billy Kidman in my collection. I think we have the WCW one. It's a little beat up. And then we have a silver and a black with the ponytail. So, that's cool. Very happy to add another Billy Kidman to the collection. Now, this video is not going to be as long as the other ones, guys, so we only got 8 figures left, and then the next video will be the last for Jakks for a little bit. I do have other videos planned. AEW figure collection probably coming, so stay tuned for that. But the next figure coming up in this video is the Genius, and that's all I know about him. His name is the Genius, and I believe it's Macho Man's brother. Could be wrong, but I want to say this is Macho Man's brother. Actually, I think a lot of people use this head to make a custom Macho Man figure. So I've seen that. It says high IQ, or high IQ. That's funny. Yeah, decent figure. He's actually not stained, which is crazy and surprising. So I think it all just matters where you store certain figures or what material the jackets are made of, because some figures can be stained. I've had a Ric Flair Jakks Classic on my shelf for years now, and he has no stains on him, I believe. So, yeah, this is a very nice figure. Like I said, people use this one to make a Macho custom. You can tell, because it does kind of look like Macho Man there. Yeah, does he have a scar under his nose there? Or is that just a paint flaw? Not too sure, but very cool. The Genius, we'll add him over here. Always down with the new faces, right? Coming up next, we got Booker T. This is a very cool Booker T, all in white. Might have this one already, but I feel like he has a couple in the white that just have different designs on the trunks. So very cool. Always down with more Bookers. He's one of my favorites, and yeah, very cool. Very nice Booker T. Very similar to a couple I have, but still happy to add it to the collection. All right, let's bring all three of these guys. Actually, no, we'll save those three for the finale. Let's bring out this guy. We got Road Warrior Animal. I believe this is a Great American Bash figure in the awesome Great American Bash packaging. This is basically when he came back in like what, 2005? Was it 2005 or 4 he came back? And had a team with Heidenreich and whatnot. So yeah, very cool. I think it's one you need in a Ruthless collection, 'cause I definitely remember him coming back. I think he was in a couple of video games too around that time. Maybe 06, 07 as like a non-legend. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, very nice animal here. Still really need to get the matching LOD, so hopefully in the future we can get the Hawk and Animal Legion of Doom. But very happy to have this version of Animal in the collection. All right, we got 5 left. Let's bring out Intercontinental Champion Jeff Hardy. This is, I think, from a 2-pack with Umaga. I totally forgot he won the IC title in like 2007 or 8, because I wasn't really watching around that time. So when I got this figure, I was like, why does he have the IC belt? Didn't he win that in like the Attitude Era for like a week or 2? But yeah, I guess I forgot he won it in 2007 when he came back, so, or 2008, whatever year it was. But still, very cool Jeff Hardy. Very nice head sculpt on him. The hair is a little sticky, honestly. I might have to do that tape thing to it. But besides that, very nice. I like the belt. Yeah, just a very cool Jeff Hardy. Always down for the Jeff Hardys. He's in my top 5 of all time, so very cool Jeff Hardy. Charismatic Enigma, I guess they call him. All right, 4 figures left for this video, folks, and we're gonna save the trios team for last. So here we got Big Show. This is like when he fought Floyd Mayweather at Big Show. I believe this was also an exclusive. I want to say ringside, but I'm honestly not too sure. Oh wow, he's got a tattoo on his leg. I never knew that. Very cool. But yeah, very nice Big Show, I guess. It's a shame we don't have a Floyd to go with it. Maybe one day we'll get a Floyd Mayweather. That'd be really cool. Mattel or something, just so we can pair it with this. But yeah, very nice Big Show. Very tall, very big. Soft good shorts, soft good shirt. He just has a basic Big Show body underneath. So yeah, very decent Big Show. I think weird moment in time. I'm pretty sure he lost too, right? Got like knocked out or whatever. So very cool Big Show. Oh, he's got a tattoo on the neck too. Wow, never noticed that. Very cool. Never noticed Big Show had that many tats. I'm gonna have to look at that next time I'm watching old wrestling there. There is Paul White, the Big Show. And the last 3 figures are... We got... one of them I don't remember the name of, so that sucks. We got this guy. And Michael P.S. Hayes. And Terry Gordy. The Fabulous Freebirds. Now this Terry Gordy is pretty cool because you can have him as Terry Gordy or the Executioner. I guess it doesn't really make sense with the outfit, with the Executioner mask, but just added value, right? So that's cool. But there is Terry Gordy looking really nice with the cowboy hat and everything. I did watch Dark Side of the Ring on the Fabulous Freebirds, or I think it was Terry Gordy episode. It's pretty cool. Learned a lot about him. Michael Hayes, another guy who's still there today in WWF. He's a writer of some sort or producer. He's been in the business for a while in the backstage. So it's kind of cool to have his figure finally. He's been around for a while. This guy I don't remember the name of. I should know, but I honestly don't remember. feel like these two probably went on to be more known than this guy. I could be wrong about that, but still very cool. I do remember them showing up in the very beginning of the Highlander movie. So that's one thing. They're in the very beginning of the Highlander movie, if you've seen Highlander. But that's really all I know about them. So yeah, those are the last figures of this video, everybody. Make sure to check back with the channel. Probably Thursday or Saturday, one of these days coming up. We'll have the last video on the channel for the Jakks for a bit. Just because I don't know if I'm ever going to get a nice Jakks lot like this again. So one more Jakks video, and then we'll move on to maybe some Ninja Turtle stuff, some AEW stuff. Who knows? I want to kind of start putting more videos out there for you guys. So appreciate everybody for watching, and I'll check you back in the next one. Thanks. Peace.